Good evening, it's me, Skin Glow and Afro. I'm back for Vlogmas Day 3. So, I just wanted to come in here to update you on the whole Botham Jean situation, or Botham Jean. I keep pronouncing his name wrong, I'm sorry. However, the woman, the police officer who murdered him, her name is Guyger. She has now been indicted for murder in his case. So, originally it was manslaughter, but now she's been indicted for murder, which is a positive thing. However, considering the fact he was murdered in September and it's now December, this is actually a big piss take for it to have taken so long when we all knew that it was murder in the first place. Now, if you don't know about this situation with Botham Jean, he's from St. Lucia and he moved to America, and basically back in September the situation occurred where she burst into his apartment and she shot him, and she claimed originally that he was an intruder in her flat. Though of course, once all the details were revealed, we actually found out that not only was it not her flat, but she shot him in his own apartment. See, I keep saying flat, I mean she shot him in his own apartment. It was never her apartment, and the funny thing is she tried to claim that it was, even though we all knew the truth in the end. So it says here, Guyger, the Dallas cop who killed an unarmed neighbor in his own apartment, then claimed she had thought she was in her apartment, was charged today with murder. Guyger, who was arrested and fired from her job as a Dallas police officer after the September shooting, initially faced the charge of manslaughter. But Dallas County District Attorney Faith Johnson has said a grand jury could issue a stiffer charge. Botham Jean's family has wanted Guyger to be indicted for murder. Their attorney, Daryl Washington, told CNN Guyger, who is white, was off duty when she encountered Jean, a 26-year-old unarmed black man, in his apartment on September 6. Police said, still in her uniform, Guyger parked her car in the complex and walked to what she believed was her apartment, according to the arrest warrant affidavit. It took this long for them to finally realise that it was actually murder. This long. If you haven't seen my other video, I will be linking it down below, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. This whole issue of unarmed black men in America being shot and murdered, and there is no real change to legislation. There is no training that is being done, so these police officers are not just shooting down black men and black women. And it's just absolutely ridiculous that this keeps continuing. You keep having to hear it over and over and over again. I mean, there's been some new cases that happened last month, which I've not done a YouTube video on just yet, because I'm still waiting on the full details before I do a YouTube video on the most recent case. I believe happened like 2 weeks ago. So, but it's just, it's never ending. The racism is never ending, and nobody seems to be willing to hold accountability and say the police officers in both America and here in the UK need major changes done to the institution, so that they stop going out here and shooting people and pulling over black people disproportionately. I can't even get my words out today, but you know, it's just he didn't deserve to lose his life. He was only 26 years old. That's no age really. And she just walked into his apartment. She knew it was someone else's apartment, so I don't even know why she tried to lie and say that she thought it was her apartment. She thought he was an intruder. Like, girl, where's your mind at, please? You wanted to lie because you thought it would make you look better, and obviously everybody found out the truth eventually. That you're just a liar to skunt at the end of the day. And now this poor man, his life is over at 26 years old because of the actions of a lying white woman. I mean, how many times have you heard about white women telling lies? And you see, this is the thing, people act like white women are so damn vulnerable and they don't do nothing. No, they was very complicit in slavery. And they've not changed just because they're walking around now with a badge claiming that they are police officers. Nothing has changed. As in what's happened to Botham Jean, nothing has changed at all. They're still doing things, and they can, because unfortunately, yes, white men are the main ones with privilege, but white women have their privilege as well. You know me, I never say that all white people are racist. However, white people within that system, they all benefit from it. So there's no point trying to say, well, not all white people are racist and, you know, blah blah. No, that's right, not all of them are racist. However, they all benefit. And if you don't seem to understand that they all have a privilege and they all benefit from white supremacy, then there is no point us having a conversation anymore, you know. So it's like bittersweet, because his family wanted her to be indicted on a murder charge. However, it won't bring him back, and it's just like, who's going to be the next one? It's like, who's going to be the next black man or black woman to be murdered by a police officer, and for there to be lies, and there to be more lies. I mean, even with the use of cameras to catch these police officers doing bad practice, you know, black people are still losing their lives. So it's just like, at this point, it's like, what else is going to happen? You know, it's just really, really ridiculous. At the end of the day, nobody wants to change this system. So it's just like, we're going to keep losing as long as they're winning, and that's just a fact. So I shall see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 4. Bye.